So I'm gonna do 50 things that I want to thank her for, and I figured I'd do it in a video. So the first one is, well, the obvious, for giving birth to me. Thank you, Mom, for having me. That's the first one. Okay, and the second one I want to thank her for is putting up with my temper tantrums, because I had a lot when I was a kid. So yeah, that's the second one I want to thank you for, Mom, for putting up with all the temper tantrums I had when I was a child. Okay, so the third one I want to thank her for is for being a shoulder to cry on. My mom has always been there for me, and when I'm really down, I'm really sad, she's always been there for me when I'm sad, and she's always been my shoulder to cry on. Number 4 kind of goes with number 3. I want to thank her for being there for me when no one else was. She's always been there for me when I was younger. She's been there for my brother as well. It's just a wonderful thing to have a mom who is there for me whenever I need her, and she's just wonderful, and I couldn't ask for a better mom. Number 5, she makes me laugh when I really don't feel like laughing. She can come up with some of the craziest jokes, or just out of the blue says something and makes me laugh even when I'm sad, and she's just wonderful, and I couldn't ask for anyone better. Number 6 is for waking up with me at 6 in the morning, even when I'd miss my bus. She'd get up with me, go, "Amanda, come on, wake up, it's time to get to school." And if we missed the bus, it's like, "Amanda, get up, we have to go, you're gonna be late for school." And there were times I was late, but thank you, Mom, for driving me to school and for getting up with me at 6 in the morning. That, yeah, thank you. Number 7 is for never grounding me. I never got grounded ever in my life. She never grounded me once. And I want to thank you for that, Mom, because hearing people get grounded wasn't fun. And when they'd say, "Oh, well, don't you get grounded?" I'd be like, "No, my mom's never grounded me." So thank you for that, Mom, for never grounding me. Number 8 is when you bought all those Barbie dolls, literally. I had a lot of Barbie dolls when I was a kid. And I want to thank you for every single Barbie doll and Brad's doll and every other doll you bought for me when I was a kid. Yeah, there was a lot. If you're wondering why I switched rooms, my mom kind of came home, and yeah, Mom, the reason why I was wearing makeup and I looked like this is the reason. I was trying to do this as a surprise and you came home, so I was like, darn it all. I had to go change into a different room, so I'd put on music so I didn't pretend, oh well, I'm going to watch a movie, because it wouldn't be a surprise if you found out what I was doing. Okay, so number 9 is for all those times I watched Disney movies. I'm literally a Disney fanatic, and watching those movies on repeat, you had to listen to all the songs over and over and over and over again, and you probably got really annoyed, but I want to thank you for putting up with all those times I watched all those Disney movies. Number 10 is for giving me the best brother any girl could ask for. I love my brother, and I want to thank you so much for giving me the best brother I could ever ask for. I want to thank you for all those times that you were there to boost my confidence. There were times when I thought I couldn't do things, and you were there for me, and I want to thank you for that, because you really helped me to become the person I am to this day. I want to thank you for all those times that you let me crawl into bed with you when I was little and I was scared because I had a nightmare, or it was a thunderstorm. I want to thank you for that. Thank you for the last piece of cake or cookie that was ever left over. I know you probably would have wanted it. I'd say pie, but you and I both know I don't like pie. But I want to thank you for allowing me to have that last piece of cake and the last cookie, even if you really, really wanted it. I want to thank you for giving me your beautiful looks. You're gonna probably say, "Oh, well, I'm not pretty. Well, I look exactly like you. So if you're telling me that you're not pretty, then that means I'm not pretty. And you're always telling me that I'm pretty, so which means in turn, you're pretty." Like, you're beating yourself up because you think you yourself are not pretty, but in reality, you are pretty. Number 15, I want to thank you for your loving and caring personality. I want to thank you for your creative, artistic ability. You and I share the love of writing, the love of reading, the love of drama and music and art. I want to thank you for that. Number 17, I lose things a lot. I lose a lot of things, and I want to thank you for finding all the things that I've lost. I've lost a ton of things over the years, and you've helped me look for them, and I want to thank you for that. Number 18 is for tying my shoelaces when I was a kid. I want to thank you for that. Number 19, I don't really say this a lot, and I really should be saying it more often, but thank you for cooking the meals, for doing my laundry, for doing the dishes, everything that you have done over the years, things around the house. I want to thank you for that. Number 20 is for allowing me to make mistakes and for helping me fix them. Whenever I've made mistakes, you've been there and you've helped me set them to right again, and I want to thank you for that. Number 21 is I want to thank you for picking me up and dropping me off to all those after-school programs. There wasn't a lot, but I still want to thank you for all those times you picked me up and dropped me off. Number 22 is for taking care of me when I was sick and for helping me blow my nose when I was a kid, because it's a dirty job, but a mom is the one who will always do it. Number 23 is for helping me with homework when you could. There were times when I needed help with homework, and there were times when you helped me when you could. If you knew how to help me, you would always try your best to help me with homework. Number 24 is for giving me advice and listening to me vent. There are times when I will vent a lot, and you are the one who gets the brunt of all my venting. So I want to thank you for sitting there and listening to me vent all the time. Number 25, for saying no to me, even what if you might never hear the end of it. I want to thank you because it helped teach me that I can't have everything that I want. Number 26, for never giving up on me. I want to thank you for that. Number 27, for being protective, and maybe a little overprotective sometimes, but being protective of me. I want to thank you for that. Number 28, I want to thank you for understanding me without even having to say a word. You know what I'm talking about. Number 29, for all those PSP, oh my god, for all those ESP moments. I want to thank you for we would look at each other and go, oh my god, I know what you're totally talking about, or I'm thinking the same thing. Those were some good times, and I want to thank you for that. Number 30 is for encouraging me when I did something right. If I did something right, you would always encourage me and bring me up, and I just want to thank you for that. Number 31, for teaching me forgiveness. And I want to thank you for forgiving me for all those times I did something wrong and for teaching me how to forgive. I want to thank you for that. Number 32, for teaching me how to treat others how I would want to be treated. Number 33 is for teaching me that beauty lies within, and it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. What matters is what's on the inside. Number 34, for showering me with all your hugs and kisses. I want to thank you for that, especially when I was a kid. Number 35 is for teaching me that it's better to give than receive, and that sharing is caring. 36 is for doing more than one job at once. There was a time when you did 2 jobs to support us, and I want to thank you for that. Number 37, for being a doctor, a seamstress, a best friend, a mentor, a sister, etc. All those things being molded into one. I want to thank you for all of that. Number 38 is for all those sacrifices that you made for me. I want to thank you for everything that you did for me. Number 39, I want to thank you for is for being your best and doing your best for me. Number 40, for not telling Dad when some of the things I did, whether they be minor or major. I want to thank you for not telling him some of the things I did. Number 41 is for all those mother-daughter days that we did. I want to thank you for all those fun times, and I hope we can do more of those soon. 42 is for all those clothes that you bought for me. I want to thank you for my closet full of clothes. And yeah. Number 43, I want to thank you for teaching me right from wrong and for teaching me please and thank you, because not a lot of people nowadays use please and thank you. for all the things that you do on a daily basis that you might not even realize that help me, and I myself don't realize that help me. I want to thank you for that. Number 45 is for allowing me to have all my friends stay over, and for all those sleepovers. I want to thank you for that. Number 46. I am warning everybody here now, if you have kids, small children, please do not show this to them. Number 46 is for being Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy all molded into one. Number 47, for teaching me how to drive, especially in your H3 Hummer. Thank you for that. Number 48 is for picking me up when I stumbled and fell. I want to thank you for that. Number 49, for your time, effort, and unconditional love. Number 50, I want to thank you most of all for being the kind of parent I hope to be one day for my own children. I want to thank you for everything that you've done. I love you. Happy Mother's Day. And I couldn't ask for a better mom. Number 40. Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking god. I want to thank you. Oh. Number 14 is for Okay, so for Mother's Day, I wanted to do something special for my mom. And